Hello guys, once again welcome back to another Android application development tutorial. In this video we are going to learn about how to display images and text on a recycler view. In the last episode we already learned about how to create a simple recycler view in your Android Studio project. So here we are going to create a little bit complex recycler view with images and text. So we can start with a new Android Studio project. Here I name it as recycler example. Select empty activity and click finish. So here the project is created. So the recycler view is not the direct part of Android framework. So you need to add the recycler view in the form of a support library. So open the Gradle script, open module level Gradle script file. Copy the v7 support library implementation, and instead of app combat type recycler view. So here we made some changes in this file, so sync the project. So here the project sync finishes successfully. So now we can add a recycler view to the activity main.xml. So now currently the current root element is a constraint layout. So for my convenience here I am going to change that one into a relative layout. So now here I am going to place the recycler view. Specify width as match parent, height also match parent. Specify ID for it. Now specify the scroll bars. We need vertical scroll bar. Okay. So now we need to add some images to this project. We are going to display images and text on the recycler view. So here I have some images available in this folder with image name pic1, pic2 up to pic30. So now I copy all these images. Now open Android Studio project, open the resource folder. I'm going to place all the images inside the drawable folder. So right click the drawable folder and paste it. So here all the images are available inside the drawable folder. Okay. So now go back to main activity.java. So first thing we have to create a handler for the recycler view. So create a variable for that one. Now we need to initialize the handler. So recycler view, find the view by id .id. It is a recycler view. Okay. So now here I am going to place an integer array that contain all the image resource IDs. Here I already create the needed array. Okay, so here it is a simple integer array called images that contain all the image IDs from pic1 to pic30. Okay, so now we need to create a layout manager for the recycler view. The recycler view mainly needs three things: a layout manager, a view holder, and the adapter. So now create the layout manager. Now here I am going to initialize the layout manager. So here in the last episode we use a linear layout manager. In that example we need only one column, but here I am going to create a recycler view similar to this one. So here we need two columns. So this is actually a grid layout manager. So in our example, we need a grid layout manager. So the constructor need two parameters. First one is context. Second one is the span count. So here the count is 2. Okay. So for improved performance of the layout manager, sorry, recycler view, here I am going to set some parameter called set has fixed size into true. Now we can set the layout manager on the recycler view. So recycler view dot set layout manager and pass the layout manager variable. Okay. So now the recycler view is ready. Now we need to create the adapter. So here we are going to create a recycler view similar to this one. So here each of these item is an object of view holder. So here each item contain two child views. First one is an image view and second one is a text view. So this is each item is actually represented using a separate layout file. So we need to create a separate layout file for representing each item on the recycler view. So right click the layout folder and create a new layout resource file. I name it as album layout. So I'm going to change the root element into linear layout. So here the layout is created. Here the layout orientation is vertical. I'm going to change the width into wrap content. Height also wrap content. Specify a padding for the linear layout. I need a padding of 10 dB. Now specify some elevation into 12 dB. Okay. So now we need to place an image view and a text view. So specify the image view. Here the width is 200 dB. Now specify the height, that is also 200 dB. Okay. So here there is an image view is available. For testing purpose we can apply some image on it. Okay. So add more parameters, include scale type. I'm going to use the scale type into fit XY. Okay. Now specify an ID for it. And name it as album. So now the image view is ready. Now to display the title of the image, here I'm going to add a text view. Specify width as match parent, height as wrap content. For testing purpose, specify some text on it. Image 10. Okay. So now specify some padding. I need a padding of 10 dB. Okay, 8 dB. Now align the text at the center. Now change the text size. I change the text size into 18 dB. Now modify the text style. Text style into bold. Okay, and finally we need to specify ID for the text view. Here it is, album title. Okay, so this layout represents each item in our recycler view. So now the layout is ready. Now we can create the adapter. So right click the package and create a new Java class. I name it as recycler adapter. So this class represents an adapter of a recycler view. So this class must extends recycler view adapter. So here you need to implement three methods: on create view holder, on bind view holder, and get item count. Okay, so all the needed methods are implemented. So the recycler view needs three things. First one is a layout manager. So here we already set the layout manager. Here the layout manager is a grid layout manager. Second one is an adapter. So here is the adapter class. And third one is a view holder. So each item on the recycler view is actually an object of the view holder. So the layout manager call the appropriate method on the adapter to create each of these items. So now here I'm going to create a separate class for the view holder. Here I name it as image view holder. So this class represents a view holder for the recycler view. So this class must extend view holder. So here we got some error. There is no default constructor available in that particular class. So create a constructor that contains the super keyword. So in our case, our view holder contains two child items, an image view and a text view. So here we have to create two variables. First one is an image view, I name it as album. Second one is a text view that represents title of each image, album title. Okay, so from the constructor of this class we can initialize these variables. So album, using this parameter item view, and call the find view by id. Our id is album. Now initialize the second variable, album title. It is album title. Okay, so in order to create each item on the recycler view, the layout manager will call this method called onCreateViewHolder. So the onCreateViewHolder is responsible for each item, each object of the view holder. So from this method, we have to return an object of view holder. So in order to bind items to the view class, view items, for example here, the views are image view and a text view. So we have to place the appropriate image on the image view and specify title on the text view. So for that, the layout manager will call this method called onBindViewHolder. So the layout manager call the onBindViewHolder for placing the data on the view components. Okay, so this method will return an object of the view holder. So in this class we have a subclass of that view holder called image view holder. And for this method, for the onBind view holder, the first parameter must be an object of view holder. Here it is already an object of view holder, but here we have a subclass of that one called image view holder. So here we got some error. The class recycler adapter must either be declared abstract or implement abstract method. To avoid that error, specify the generic type here. So here it is image view holder. Okay, so from this method, image view holder method, we have to return an object of view holder. So first create some variable for view. So layout inflator and call the from method. So parent dot get the context. Now call the inflate method. The first parameter is the layout. So r dot layout. Here the item layout is album layout. Now the second parameter, I think it is the container, the view group. So here it is the parent. Here the first parameter, that is parent. And there is one more parameter it is a boolean. Is it is attached to the root? No, so we can pass false for it. Okay, so from this method you have to return an object of view holder. So here our view holder is image view holder. I name it as image view holder and create the object. So the constructor of that class need one parameter. So this is the constructor that need one parameter. It is an object of view class. So here we create the object of view class, so you can pass that parameter view. Okay, and finally we can return the view holder object from this method. So here the object is image view holder. Okay, so this is the purpose of this method called image view holder. So now we need to set the image and text on each of the view holder object. For that, the layout manager will call this method called onBind view holder. So first here we need to get the image position from the list. So before going to do that, here I'm going to create some variables. I'm going to create some integer array and name it as images. For my convenience, here I'm going to create a constructor for our adapter, and the constructor accepts only one parameter. It is an integer array. So now I initialize that array here. Okay, so now from the getItem count method we have to return the size of the array. So here it is an integer array, so get the length of that integer array. So by using this method, the Android framework will calculate how many items are available on the recycler view. Okay, so now we can assign the data to the view components. For that, first we need to get the current position image ID. So image ID equal to, call the array. Now get the current image using its position. So now the image ID available on this variable called image ID. Now here I'm going to set the image on the image view. So holder dot, our image view variable is album. So call this method set image resource and pass the image ID. So now we can set the image title. So holder dot album title dot set the text image and display the position. Okay, so now the adapter is ready. Now go back to main activity. Now we can create the adapter variable. Recycler adapter. Now initialize the adapter. So adapter equal to new recycler adapter and pass the integer array. Here it is, images. Okay, and finally we can set the adapter on the recycler view. So recycler view dot set adapter and pass the adapter variable. So now we finish the coding. Now we can test it. So our virtual device is ready. Now run the project. Now here the project available in our virtual device. So here is a recycler view with images and text on it. Okay, I hope you understand all these concepts. For getting more Android tutorial updates, please subscribe this channel now. Thank you for watching. See you in the next episode.